because I recall that like, see, this is why I say maybe you should just not say anything. Like if you are, how do I explain that thing? If the light is not on you, nobody is zooming in on you. Maybe don't say anything because nobody was really looking at El-Rufai until he spoke about the thallium thing. That was, I think, last week, and then he came for Ribadu, and Ribadu na NSA, and is also is close with the president. But what's making me, what's scratching my eye this morning is that there's also been rumors about how Ribadu was influential in President Tinubu being the current president of Nigeria. But then I hear those whispers, I see it, and I'm just like, what exactly is going on? Because as at this morning, I saw that he could face jail for 2 years for cyber crimes. Well, we're not going to get too much into it until our analyst joins us this morning.
All right. On The Guardian, says federal government charges Nasir El-Rufai over alleged phone interception. I knew that this was going to, in a way, get him in trouble, because why would you say that? We know our ways. If we want to, get into somebody's phone, we know how to go about it. Guys, you know what you're saying. Calm down, no? Because you might just be implicating yourself. But at the end of the day, it's politics, and funny enough, they know themselves. So my own is, if you can actually do this just because you want to know what somebody else is saying, or you want to tap into somebody's privacy just for your own shenanigans, your political shenanigans, you want to do all of this. What has stopped us from doing for bandits since 1978? I'm just saying. That's not the year, Shabo. I'm just saying. What has stopped us from doing this, like, from time immemorial? So, if we had the technology to do this, in the same country, where politicians can get into anybody's phone they want to get to, then please, so is it not the same phones that bandits are using to collect money? Is it not the same phones that bandits are using to collect a ransom, to call the people? So what exactly are we doing? The same network that they are using, maybe maybe using some kind of private network lines or something like that, to get to these people, or maybe buying a lot of SIMs, because that's where we got to, the point that your NIN has to be, joined with your SIM, Kiniko, all of those things, so that you'll be able to identify people. So which SIMs are these people using to communicate with the families of their victims? It just says a lot. So is it the political will that is not there to fish these people out? Anyway, on the Guardian newspaper, security forces overturned 3 bandit camps, rescue victims in Kogi. This is applaudable. This is good. These are the kind of things we want to hear every day.
Absolutely.
Not to wake up to, some negative news every day. Well, here we are.
Well, moving on to the This Day newspaper, Amotekun intercepts truck conveying 61 suspected criminals into Ondo State. That is great news as well. Terrorism financing, troops intercept 37 million naira. Phones disrupt terrorist logistics in Borno State. You know what? More reliable. More oil, more everything.
See how I'm smiling, because the 3 headlines that we've read are all positive. This is good.
We love to see it.
These are things we love to hear. All right, on the Daily Trust, Obi knocks Tinubu over plan to pull off Aso Rock from Greece.
Wait, so they are going to leave us on the normal grid? Yeah.
Then we are the ones that we don't have mother and father now. No could remain for the grid.
Yeah, you're only thinking about yourself, and that is what is so sad, because what do you
why not stay on the grid and make it better so that everybody can benefit from it? Oh yeah, if it's solar we want to do for our Rock, do solar for everybody now. Let us
No, the question is even that you should even be ashamed of yourself that you're thinking about solar in a country that supplies other countries electricity. How? Make it make
Yeah,
sense.
we see more.
It's
All
sad.
right. Um, okay, we are still on Daily Trust. Defense headquarters announces arrival of U.S. troops in Bauchi. Okay, so yeah, let's see
Yes,
how
yes,
this
yes.
gets to unfold and get to hear a lot of good news about
Mm-hmm.
wiping bandits, terrorists, and all of them away.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we're moving to the Vanguard newspaper where it says, later at hide and seek game in Abuja as reps avoid joint meeting. Do you know, I read different articles on this matter. Until now, if you ask me to explain what this whole thing means, I cannot tell you. Because I just feel like, I was like, are these people intentionally confusing us so that you won't be able to understand what is going on? All I know is that they're always trying to avoid something, but it's just very interesting.
All right, so today, me, we're having some feedback from you. Kindly mute till you come on so that we can go through the headlines. If you can hear me, please kindly mute.
Yeah.
That's our analyst, by the way, he's here. Yeah, so that we're able to finish up with the headlines and
Headline.
bring him
Yeah.
on. And
Misleading. There's one thing that Emmanuel always says whenever he comes online. He says that the media plays a huge role in making sure that the news that we bring is accurate, is without bias, and it is not sensational. You're not trying to find the embers of whatever. And they said, oh, what the headline said was, oh, Natasha, not even Senator Natasha in the midst of a kinikon with committee. And I watched the video to the end. Natasha was not doing anything. She was actually sitting, watching whatever this was they were doing, and she was videoing them. If I didn't watch that video now, I'd have been like, "Mm." But my thing is, what exactly is the issue with these men and this woman? And what I thought, I was like, hell, special says below. That was what I thought. It was two things. Why are they accusing this woman of something that we can blatantly see she did not do? They said she was in a brawl. So meaning that they were fighting. Nobody she did it. It was other people. Men were the ones fighting each other. She did one corner, sit down. Number two, they will now say, oh, because one of the things they said last year was, if one woman is causing so much ruckus in the National Assembly, how much more the 182 men? And I ask myself all the time, have we not seen these men fighting themselves inside this National Assembly? We see them being a total embarrassment, to the hallowed office that they're in. But because one person who I don't know, and it just tire person.
it's like all of them are out for her since that
Yeah,
issue she had with Akpabio. So
Akpabio.
it's like
And this thing now
anywhere they see her now, their guards are now
are
up
up.
to
So what
like
happened? They're having
any
North
small thing.
Central Committee.
If she thought now
Um,
she's looking at a particular person, that one would jump and say, "Why you they look me? Why
why
you
they
not
look
find trouble?"
me?
Meanwhile, she's just looking at you,
And this committee now legit because it's North Central Committee that has to do with Kogi State. Kogi
Yeah.
State is in the North Central, and they excluded her from the thing. So it's like nobody's even talking about the fact that they excluded her from the committee. They're saying that
It's her
she was
reaction now
she
that they are
not
carrying
day.
on top
She
of their
not
head.
even day. Just tired.
All right, let's head on to the premium times. I hope that our Almighty God gives everybody understanding. On the Premium Times, Nigeria registers 388 mineral buying centers, prosecutes 150 illegal miners. You know, all these illegal mining activities, going on in different parts of the country is, anyway, let's just leave that one. 2026 budget, National Assembly backs 1.5 trillion naira allocation to Nigerian Army.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this is good, but hopefully this money is being, spent on what it should be spent for. Because trust me, our Nigerian army deserve it. And I'm talking down to the lowest level of the Nigerian army, you know, because they are the ones that are out there in the bush. They are the ones that their families don't have good accommodations. They are still the ones that their children can afford the schools, of this same of an average Nigerian. They are the same people who get to risk their lives every day, both those who are fighting insurgency, fighting Boko Haram, fighting terrorists, and those who are here doing the daily work, daily activities. And even those self that are following all the politicians from one place to another, not that, even they themselves. Hopefully, this money reaches them and it touches them and it changes their lives. Because I don't understand how somebody who is fighting, in the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, fighting and risking their life every other day, cannot even boast of having good accommodation for his family, cannot even boast of having good water, electricity, the basic things that they should have, so that the children will even know, say, yes, so that is making all of these sacrifices, and we're seeing what Nigeria is doing, or Nigeria is getting better. One
Mm-hmm.
of the ladies who came out to protest for the electoral amendments, I think last week, that we took the story on her land. She came out and she was saying that Nigeria happened to her. She got married not up to a year or 2 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband was kidnapped and he was killed
Oh,
despite paying ransom. And she gave birth to twins. And the
ish.
husband didn't stay long to even see the twins grow. And she's just a young woman. And she said she has been made a young widow all because of Nigeria. So, what are the children of the soldiers saying? If they can't afford the basic things that they should be able to afford. In fact, now we supposed to see children of soldiers, they say, why my papa no join soldier? But now it's a different ball game entirely. So I'm just hoping that, because even the ones that get to lose their life safe, their families, their wives are still here, going up and down, trying to get the benefits that is for the late husband so that they can move on with life. But at the end of the day, that is not even coming to them as it should. So it's just a lot. So I'm just hoping that this 1.5 trillion naira that the National Assembly have
It will
backed
reach
will
them.
get to the Nigerian army. First of all, let it get to them. When it gets to them, they are able to disseminate this thing down to the list of their officers, the list of their ranks, so that now those ones that they really need the money, and not the big ones or the names that we see every day on paper, or the ones that are in their offices just giving directions and commands. Please do better, because now them they risk their lives every day. So let it be worth it. Let it be worth it. See soldiers in America right now, or soldiers in some developed countries. When you see them, you say you go they're hungry to join. Don't we have people who have gone there and have joined their army, Abi, because of what comes after, because of the gains? Anyway, let's head on to the Nation newspaper. Oh.
In the Nation newspaper, we have El-Rufai faces 2-year jail for alleged cybercrime offenses. I mentioned this earlier. Federal government rolls out 2,000 tractors to kickstart agric mechanization.
These 2,000 tractors now, will it reach the people that really do need it? Or we will see them lined up in pictures, snap in the news, they will line them up, snap them, have them go all over the news, and then the people that are supposed to get it Are they getting it? I be the local government chairman will now collect this thing now and then start selling it off. Or let's move on, Ojari. The cable newspaper UK to replace physical strikers with e-visas for Nigerians from February 25. For y'all, people where they find UK visas. This is for you. Make you know what you they do. 3 South Africans arraigned over killing
Yeah.
of Nigerian e-hailing driver in Pretoria West.
Did you see this video last week?
No, I didn't see
It was bad. Oh, it was bad.
I didn't give it much attention.
It was bad. He's like a cab driver, all these e-hailing cabs, and they were in the car. I initially even thought it was a case of racism or xenophobia, like we see.
Yeah.
But I think they were trying to carjack him or steal from him. And this boy, like say, he was about to graduate, or he don't graduate, or something like that. Yeah. Very, very sad. One lady and 2 guys. The lady sat down with him in front. They steal from him. The 2 at the back were strangling him. It was bad. It was so sad and so bad. So, but what I'm glad about is that, because typically when a Nigerian is killed in South Africa, you don't see the South Africans really, really rallying to find the killer. But what we now saw was the e-hailing cabs, the association came together, because that's like, we're all at risk if anybody can order for a cab and then will not say they want to kill me inside the car. So they first of all said, they said he's a young guy, he was kind, he was quiet, blah 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 blah. And so and then now South Africa the government has gotten involved. That made me really glad, because normally they're not like concerned about our matter when Nigerians are killed. That's not their thing normally. Anyway, and imagine like a parent who sends their child to South Africa to go and study. And the child don't finish, all your blood, your sweat gone, just like that. Just like that. Anyway,
all right. Let's head on to the Daily Post.
That removal won't tackle high cost of rent in Nigeria. Talked about this yesterday.
I think we have a call.
Morning, Madam Kumi and Madam Rose. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Prince. How are you?
We thank God for a very beautiful day. Madam Kumi.
Yes.
I want to find out from you as business journalist. El-Rufai, I remember you followed the details of how Tinubu was brought to power by the influence and tyranny of El-Rufai and co. Because he left, I don't want to believe so, but I am allegedly saying because he left APC, he has become the black goat in the field where the sheep are today. My own is not because he's even in alliance with ADC or P2B now. My own is everyone that was a compromise that brought the darkness that Nigerians are going through today. All of them, they will walk against themselves and fight themselves until the light of Nigeria rise. I am not against anybody, but whoever planned and worked against Nigerians in 2023 and brought us to where we are today, whether you are in APC or you have left APC, all of you will work against yourself. El-Rufai's statement was simple. They know themselves. They know how they do it. You know, he has his people in that even in that NSA office. So if you are making a call and they told him, he will.
Hi, Prince. We can't hear you any longer. Hello, Prince. Oh, I don't think we can hear him any longer.
Yeah, I think we lost that call.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly go finish up with the headlines and bring up our analysts. I'll come with prospects already. So
yes.
Down, Okay, so I think we are done with
Well, Daily
Daily
Post.
Post.
No, we're not done. Monday sit at home again. Soludo seals shops, comments other traders for compliance. No. Okay, next
All
up.
right. On the Tribune, tax reforms, integration of technology in revenue systems critical, says Nigerian Revenue Service.
Mm-hmm.
And then the federal government validates policy to tackle marine litter. This is good, at least for our climate.
Yes, so finally in the dailies this morning, we have from the Pen Pushing newspaper, female journalists commend women solidarity march to support special seats bill. This happened yesterday. And then finally, we have again, court adjourns land dispute case between Chinese company Owu Adepiti Village Indigenes to March 16. Those are the headlines this morning. We're just going to slide right into the headlines that caught our eye this morning. Good morning, Adeyemi. How are you?
Good morning, Fumi. Good morning, Rose. And good morning to the entire family of Women Radio all around the world.
All right. How was your Valentine's special? Because you peppered us last week.
Yes, it was beautiful because even having spent the Valentine through almost two nights, we were even given another, opportunity to have a day vacation again, So that's how it's got, yeah.
I don't understand. You say it's God. Okay, let's keep it moving. I want us to start with this El-Rufai one. This is from actually most of the headlines this morning, the newspapers this morning brought up this headline. What's going on between El-Rufai? Last week we had read a headline where he had accused the government of importing thallium into the country, which is a poisonous substance. They had been accused of it, and everybody did that and said, no, I dare. Everybody actually said, I dare you to show where this, to show where you got give me evidence basically of this thallium that you say that we have brought into the country. There's that proverb that says, when trouble sleep, how does it say? When trouble sleep, Yanga will come.
Yanga will come up.
Yeah, because I feel like this is a case of El-Rufai. You had been sleeping, you went to go and look for trouble. Now trouble has come in hundreds of folds in return. He's been in the EFCC. He voluntarily went into EFCC custody this week, and then now they're saying that he might also be charged he might be jailed for 2 years for cyber crime charges because of the phone tap and all of that. I'm just basically joining a lot of headlines together. But Adeyemi, I'd like to speak on this morning. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Fumi. Before I go only into talking about El-Rufai, I want to correct Prince.
Okay.
Please, Prince should understand. There is no darkness that looms over this country. And you should not forget, look, if El-Rufai is being asked to appear and is being interrogated by the EFCC, let's ask ourselves, the allegation that were brought against him, is it not enough for him to be interrogated? Is enough? Let's be honest. You see, and we should stop. You see, when we come to the airspace, please, we should disseminate information with facts, and we should be able to. You see, we should stop. Bad selling this nation. What exactly does he want from this government that they are not doing for the ordinary people, for the entire nation? This is not what this quagmire that Nigeria was before now did not just start yesterday. This has been there for over the years, and somebody has come on board and trying to put things in place, and we continue to demarket our nation. We should stop it, please. And you see, it is the elite. That's the problem we have. The elite are the ones that continue to sell wrong information to the people that the ordinary man, the market woman, we hear because they don't read. All they listen to is hearsay. All they listen to is rumor. That's what the gossip, like you put it. These are the kind of information that you disseminate out there that the people will start holding on to, and before you know it, it becomes a fact. We shouldn't allow it, please. Look, be able to say, are you saying categorically that this government has not done anything positive for this great nation? Are we saying that? You see, it's important that we should please be mindful when we are saying things. And it does not matter if the person who is the president of the nation is not your candidate, does not mean that you have to run down the nation. Please be able to say the things that are right, be able to say truth to the people so that the people can be informed. Now, talking about El-Rufai's case, like you said, trouble they sleep, Yanga go wake up. How do you say that you know somebody who tapped hard into the communication line of the NSA? Come on. And how do you say, okay, there's an element that has been imported, and you cannot actually give a fact, you cannot give evidence that these things are here, they are stored in this particular warehouses, they are stored in this particular cold store or anywhere? You see, when we are saying things, we must be able to understand. And we cannot continue to play politics. That's where we are getting it wrong with the affairs of this nation. That's the problem with opposition in this part of the world. We play politics with everything, with issues that are very, very, very sensitive. We play politics with it. We have to be very, very careful. We must be tutored in how to play politics. You see, you don't just run down a government just because you are in opposition. I remember vividly years back. You see, I always make reference to the time of MPN and UPN. You don't see them running down the government of MPN. You never see Awolowo doing that there. He did not run down their government. The only thing we always tell them is he will come up with a proverbial word and say, I see the ship of the nation heading towards the rock. He has never said, oh, this is that. No, that's not politics. What you are doing is that you are sowing a seed of discord. You are sowing what you ought not to sow to the heart of the people. You are not making the people to really see the genuinity and the development that is ongoing in our nation. It is important that we must know. Look, whether we like it or not, everybody that is talking. Do you realize now that lithium battery is not being produced in Nigeria? Because our lithium element is not allowed to be exported anymore. That is a way of employment. And with all of the development, look, the student loan, please, let's be honest with ourselves this morning. Is the student loan not a positive, does it not have a positive effect on our education?
That's NEL fund, right?
We must be honest. Has it not done well? And when we are all talking, we talk about USA, we talk about England. It's the same thing that operates in those countries. The student that goes to school there, they go for student loan. It is now there for you as a student if you want to further or not. The opportunity is now there for you. Unlike in those days that we have those who are excellent, those who were first in the academics in the school, that because of funds, they couldn't go to school. But that's not the case anymore. Why can't we appreciate? Why can't we say the truth? Why can't we? Now, when you're talking about road infrastructure, is it not ongoing? Traveling from Victoria Island now to somewhere in Monastery Road, that's in Sogotedo, we take you just between 20-30 minutes. Which normally will take you 2 hours.
Is this through the Lagos coastal, the new coastal road?
Through the coastal road, please. And that is not just all. We have seen this guy, Kosi TV, that goes about, that is going on everywhere in Nigeria, showing the project that is ongoing. Outside that, a lot of things are ongoing. And don't forget, businesses will spring up along these roads. And it's going to employ labor. That means that the labor market in the course of time will be reduced. So why can't we appreciate when we are moving in the right direction? Why must we continue all the time to sell the wrong information to the people when we ought to be the carrier of good messages? It is important that we must understand this. So El-Rufai as it is, you see, me, I won't say anything other than at the end of the day, let us see what their findings is going to be. Because by the time we now start concluding, we may get it wrong. Let the people who are saddled with the responsibility of interrogating him, asking questions. Interrogation is it is normal when you say certain things that you ought not to say, when you pass some boundaries that you ought not to pass, you will be invited. It is normal. You will be invited. So that is one of the reasons why you caution everybody on the air that we should mind what we say. You know, so that even when you talk about the freedom of information, the freedom of speech, it does not mean that you will not be courteous of what you say. You must be. And El-Rufai is not just an ordinary citizen.
Mm-hmm.
So if a person of El-Rufai could say such a thing, then that means that everything, our security is compromised in this nation. That's the implication. We must understand this. And you see, this takes us back to the compulsory that we are saying they must the transmission of the the vote must be compulsorily electronic, no other means. That's to show you that, look, don't forget that even that 2023 election, it was related that their servers were asked several times. So, and you see, it also happened in the US, when we added the Russia act into the server of the American during the election, it happened. So if there are peradventure, there are issues, there must be alternative way to every problem.
Good morning.
Hello, Prince. You're welcome back. Good morning.
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Adeyemi just called me back into the talk. Mr. Adeyemi, please. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
To name five things you want me to market that this man has done for Nigeria. 5 things, please. I want to be on call while you name them. Please, you just talk about the coastal road and it will freeze up businesses for Nigeria, right? Is that the road that will put food on the table of the people? The businesses that are struggling up, are they detected before now? No, I just want you to be on my call and you name them for me, please. Go on. I want to listen to you.
Now let me correct your impression.
No. That's not story. That's not story. I want you to name them. This man no.
Now listen. And I believe you are educated. And I want you to please understand and please disseminate information that are true to the people. That's what I'm telling you. And audit. When you're talking about the people that are, when you're talking about the coastal road, audit. You said, as you mentioned, now audit. Now look at those who are presently working with the construction company that is working on that coastal road. Are they not Nigerian citizens? Excuse me, have you been to that road before? Have you seen them in their thousands working on that road?
Company, young man, can we talk? Who owns the company constructing the road?
It does not matter the company that is constructing the road. What matters is that there is employment. There is, and people are gainfully employed. Please understand that. You as a person, Prince, you as a person, can you tell me that as you have a benefactor and you are in a position to pay back to your benefactor and you will now give it to your benefactor, you can't give it to your enemy? Please, let's be honest with ourselves. We are human beings. Even in America, it's the same thing happens.
You want to give you one sugar money. You have lots of people like that. You think everybody is blind? You think everybody is like you people?
My friend. Okay, tell me. Okay, tell me the person that you are even support. Give me all that he did that makes him outstanding, that makes him to be able to stand tall with this present president. And tell me who among the president that has ever ruled this country has achieved the feat that this man has achieved in the few months and years that is there.
I want to
let's talk about it. I love to engage people like you.
But
I
when
love engaging people like you. I wish you and I can sing pastor. Then we sing it out. We trash it out.
because
And we educate you on the things that you need to know about this country. And what's going on.
Talk anybody down on this air. You can't talk me down on this kind of. Are you getting me? Your job to do analysis is probably you are gaining something from there. Don't hear. And you cannot
Getting something from there. That's to my credit. If that's what you say, are you not benefiting from the government? Are you not working with the government? Are you not benefiting from the government? Are you not benefiting from the government? Is your promotion delayed? Is your salary delayed? Are you not benefiting?
All right.
Come on.
Okay.
Every time you come, you try to watch down this government. You don't do it.
We have another call. Hello, good morning.
Yes, please, can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well. What's your name?
Yes, this is Obi calling from here.
Good morning, Obi. Welcome back to the show. Please go ahead.
Yes. Now, I want to let you know that I'm a fan of this program. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I am a fan of this program, and I like tuning in to listen to this program every morning from Monday.
Thank you so much.
I want you to know that newspaper, the review press are meant to be neutral and educate the listener. Please, newspaper review guests are meant to be neutral, educate the listener, and even support the people, and make sure that the government are doing what is right. Please, I don't like tuning to your radio on Tuesdays because of that. It's an APC supporter, and you are bringing into the studio to confuse the listeners. Always supporting APC, Tinubu. Why not bring someone that is ready to educate the people? Why is this man always coming here to support APC, Tinubu? Tinubu has done this one. Who are you supporting? Have you done more than Tinubu? That's why I don't like listening to your station on Tuesdays.
Well, let me tell you, Obi. Let me respond to you.
Ademe, hold on. I'm not sure he's done.
Politician. I mean, your listeners. Please, bring someone. I don't like listening to this station on Tuesdays.
Better.
All right.
Now, let me explain something to you, Obi. If you don't listen to this station on Tuesday, that means you are being biased.
Good morning.
We have another call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Evangelist Dixon. Please go ahead.
Good morning, Madam. Good morning, Madam Rose. Good morning, Adeyemi.
Morning, sir. Yes, sir.
If you speak one thing this morning, I think we say this a woman radio, family radio.
Yes.
And why are we fighting one another? Why is all this happening? Why are the analysts allowing all this to happen? Sometimes, I think we that are not even learning are not educated at all. I'm an evangelist. People need to love one another. I just call another radio issue. You can call and disagree with analysts. Sometimes when the man started, when the man used to come, when I disagree with him, do you hear me? So do you hear me talking anyhow? People have the right to speak an opinion, how you see things. If I want to you come on video like, I don't know why I told you like, maybe I will stop calling. Because you hate somebody. When you hate somebody, it means that God said, even our leader, we should pray. So God will guide them everything they are doing. If really we are Christians, let's love ourselves, love our nation. Some of us that are calling like in our little place, I'm a father doing the right thing. It's a family radio. Why is all this thing go? Family radio. And we are fighting one another. You can disagree with Adeyemi. In a polite way, people that are learned. I'm not learned. In a polite way, when I come on board, formally, when the manager starts, the normally do. Let me tell us, can we say the government are not doing anything at all? Let's be frank. Before, governors used to owe. Fighting their debt. Now they owe many more. More money is coming to them. They are not infrastructure. I traveled to my peak last time. This student loan of 18, I tried to find out whether it's true. I used to find out it. And I see people, ordinary men, getting it. I will not saying they are saying infrastructure. You cannot see farmers are getting more money to produce, to produce one another. We say first and not say, and they find now that at least it's not the one that did this and maybe somebody will get me wrong. But at least get this one, we no longer import much oil. Now other ones are coming up again. It's not good, when you wait for there's something that person does that to you. Right from side, do you know how much I learned that we are using 95% of our money to pay debt before. Now it has come down to 50-something percent. And what I'm not like anybody can correct me if I'm not that I know because I can make mistakes. My sister, let us calm down and start the marketing and audition. Some of us as a mechanic, and I carry a car as a mechanic. See what mechanic will tell you. What happen to it happen. So far working office, go there and see how we are behaving. Even as a police officer, I last some of us, some of us are in duty. Even at the least that have still lost. You go to church, no salvation message. Before people go to they come back, they do restriction. All money they do back. Now all the when some of them are taken and you only limit to type off with social and and God does not. We should do things the way it should be done because whatever we do, we're going to please God one day. The matter many have done this one. Because if you show love to one another, disagree with somebody in a polite way. Make your own opinion. That's why this is a eating control fighting like they are just with job. I'm not talking. Somebody come and insult me. Now, I've not been able to assess my plus one that has retired in 2 years. I'm not been able to. But I'm not being able to. And this thing that Nigerians, I know what I'm doing. Thank you, God. I'm sorry to take your time. Nice. I'm not going to do this one. You should love one another. One another.
All right, let's take these messages. We are live on YouTube. The phone lines are obviously open already. Let's take these messages this morning. Freedom of speech should not be misinterpreted as being reckless in speech. When a man... Hello.
Yes, Rose. Do you know that 2 days, last week on Tuesday, on the same Tuesday last week, we bought a bag of beans because I told you of my program that I do for people. Okay. The bag of beans was sold 38,900 naira. The following Tuesday that we want to buy the same bag of beans, please find out how much it was. As at Saturday is 51,900 naira from 38,900 the same week. For me and Rose, somebody just mentioned farmers are getting more money. I am from Kogi State. I have farm. I told us severally on this, and that is why I've been traveling. I'm a farmer, a rice farmer. I want to know which of the farm committee or farm groups that is getting that more money, and where is the produce? Can food come from Nasarawa, my neighboring state, to Lagos? Go and check the road. When you get to Itobe, between Itobe and what is it called? The Yaya Bello's village. You will see how the wastefulness of ginger, garlic, tomato, and Irish potato on the road. I want to know who is giving more money to the farmers. Governors are getting more money. Please, Rose and Fumi, is this the benefit to the people of Nigeria or to the governors? The people, you that just called and say, governors are getting more money. How many of your children are in Oxford University in UK? How many of your children are in university outside Nigeria? Where are their children? I just asked our analysts, give me 5 things that is beneficial, directly beneficial to me. I have my last daughter, junior sister, she is in Delta State Nursing School. And not because of she put Kogi State origin. Obviously. If how many go and find out, give me how many people get that student loan. Let us even know them. I want to know them. If they are not people that are in power, people that have been, that are getting that money, let me know. Is the trader money that they are getting? Fumi and Rose, are you aware that in Lagos, in Ogba market here, I am in Ogba here. If you bring your PVC 10,000 naira, you can't take the PVC again. Submit your PVC, collect 10,000 naira. Are you aware of that? Is it only in Ogba market? All the markets in Lagos, are we aware of that? No, people that are calling and talking, that just government are giving more money. Let us love. Do you think love is cover up? Love is you can't call it submitting yourself to evil.
right, Prince.
And leave us this morning. God will judge all of us.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince.
I take this
I
message.
think
But yeah,
just
go ahead,
before you
Rose.
do that, our emotions are all up, but the fact still remains that we have government come and go. Okay, so whether we like it or not, we have people who would always lean towards a government, whether the
Mhm.
government is doing well, so well, or is not doing so well. You always have people who will lean towards a particular government, whether we like it or not. So it's totally up to you to actually see, because even if we're saying, oh, the government is all bad, the government is all bad, trust me, there are so many people who are progressing in the same government, and there's some who are not. So whether we like it or not, we all have our own different views as to how things are happening for us. So why not respect each other's view, respect each other's you know, how we each process our information. Because
Mhm.
how a DMA will process is different from how Prince will process it. But that does
Mhm.
not mean that we cannot all meet at the middle. And all of this is, I was just smiling when it was going on, because this same DMA and Prince, when they meet now, they will sit down and
You'll be
drink
besties.
and laugh.
No,
Exactly.
so, no,
All of this one is just
you see, as a matter of fact, it's not that I don't have issue with Prince. It is normal for discussion like this to be heated up.
Mhm.
It is one of the things when it comes to being on air and you are an analyst. But the truth of the matter is, you see, if the Prince mentioned about the governor, the allocation that goes to the governor, that how does it affect us? Now that is where we ought to hold the governors accountable. It affects us because every one of us live in one state or the other in this nation. And the allocation that goes to them is not for their personal benefit. It's for the welfare and the development of that state that they govern. So whether we like it or not, if the governors are able to do what they ought to do as the new people, as governors that are saddled with the responsibility to manage and to make sure that the people of the state develops and progresses, then we should hold them accountable. The allocation coming to them now is more than they have ever earned. Any governor that has ever come to be, this is triple what they earn normally. So that means that there should be more development. There should be progress in the states of the nation. That is the implication. And when there is development and there is progress, definitely it will always affect the life of the citizen living within that state. That is the truth of the matter. Now, we talk about prices of goods. Is it the fault of the president? I said I'm going to make a scenario. Now, in recent time, dollar and naira, you see that the naira is really gaining weight
Yeah.
over the dollar. And this is now the time that Dangote cement has now gone up. Is it Mr. President that has done that? Before now, we were buying, when you are buying in tons, you buy a bag of cement for 998 naira. But now a bag of cement is now 10,800 naira. Now that even the dollar is going down, naira is gaining weight. Is it the fault of the president? You see, the problem we have is that I said it long before, that our business elite, the problem they are creating for Nigerians is enormous. But we are not looking at their direction. Everything we put it at the doorstep of the government. Yes, you will say, why can't the government make policies and rules and laws that will govern them? But we say we want to make it a competitive and open market. That is the reason why the government will have to sit down, watch, and make sure that when it's going to go out of hands, that's when they can come in. But as it is, why can't Dangote and all our business elites put us first in their heart? Despite the fact that all these resources that you use in production is here in the country. You're not importing them. Limestone is here in the country. So why? Why? What is the reason for the increment? I asked the question because when I bought some tons of cement, I asked the person who supplied me, I said, what is the reason for the increment? Now that we have the dollar going down, naira gaining weight, is it not meant for the prices of goods and commodity to come down?
Hold on, yeah.
So please, it is not about the, it is what, that's why, like Evangelist Dixon said, how do we affect in our own little sphere? Are we affecting the populace negatively or positively? What is our contribution as a people, as a nation, as individual, and as collection of Nigerians? How do we affect our sphere of influence? Are we doing it right? Are we saying, okay, we are putting prices of things just because we want to maximize profit and kill the people who are buying from us? We should ask this question. When you talk about the funds made available to the farmers, you have to be a part of an association. They give it to association. Please go and find out. They give it to people. The people are enjoying this fund, agricultural funds. They are enjoying it. And the student, please, if you want to find out, you live in Lagos, please, go to tertiary institutions in Lagos and find out. You will see people that are really benefiting. At least I told you I'm running a master's program at the moment. I speak to one or two people about this TED fund. Even you see that they have a building that is TED fund building in the school. So where, and you know, it's been, there's a way you go about it. If you do not, if the moment you get an admission, you are eligible to that fund, to that student loan. You are eligible to it. All the requirement, just all you need to do is provide your admission letter, and the next thing, the school will go and look into it, and you, before you know it, they are not going to pay you directly. They are paying to the school. This loans goes to the school directly, and nobody is going to send you out of class. Please let us understand what I'm saying. I'm not a politician. Please don't get it wrong, and I'm not in any party. But my take is this: let us be truthful and factual. If this man is not doing anything at all, I've criticized him here before. But with what I can see that is happening, I can't close my eyes and say he's not doing anything. That is why I said, for us to be well informed, please, let's go here and there and find out, check whether what we said that this man is doing it at all or not. I've seen people who hate Tinubu, but by the time they go to that coastal road, people start saying a lot of things. I'm telling you, I've had friends who did not vote for him. I even encountered one in the course of my Valentine holiday, who said he didn't vote for him. He voted for Kwangaso, but he said with what that is ongoing, he's been compelled to vote for this man come 2027. These are, when we are seeing things, when we are seeing positive development, please let us acknowledge. Let us acknowledge. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not perfect, but you know, it can be better. But let's understand that everything is step by step. You can't do it all at a time.
All right, let's take these messages. Freedom of speech should not be misinterpreted as being reckless in speech. When a man refuses to bridle his tongue, he eats the fruit thereof. Tapping someone's phone is a serious offense. You should know that every other person is entitled to his rights. That's Olusegun Ajayi from Odonga Ikorodu. Next up, we have Additional that says, beautiful morning to you in the studio. On El-Rufai, it's unfortunate that some Nigerians lack memory. This same El-Rufai told election observers in 2015 that if they did not when they come to Nigeria for election observation, they will return to their country if they do not behave, they will return to their country in body bags. I hope Nigeria knows the meaning of this. When El-Rufai was a governor, he created division amongst the Christians and Muslims, especially against Southern Kaduna people. When El-Rufai was rejected by a minister at the Senate because of security reasons, hold someone in with truth. Da, 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 da. Lastly, we have excellent morning to you in the studio. What's happening in your radio station? Everywhere is filled with chaos. No, no, no. Nowhere was filled with chaos. It was just brothers arguing, really. It was not anything. Brothers were arguing the same way you argue with your brothers or your sister in your house. Nobody was fighting. And like Rose said, as we get closer to the election year, tensions will get higher, people will get even more upset. But while we're not saying don't, like, while you are passionate and you're like, because of the matter at hand, don't allow it cloud your judgment, don't allow it to make you be disrespectful and not hear. I think what Rose said was, like, you have to hear the other person's side, hear what they're saying, regardless of your own perspective, and let's meet in the middle. With that being said, every time Adeyemi comes on Tuesday, we always have fire on the mountain. I look forward to a Tuesday. Do I? I like the conversations. I'm not even gonna lie. I look for a Tuesday where the basketballs will not be that much. There should be basketballs, but it should not be that much, because the differences in opinions is what is really, really welcome here. Thank you so much, Adeyemi, for coming. How's your law course going? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
I said, now seminar paper I won't write. I just have to come on here this morning. I have to submit the seminar paper tomorrow.
All right. All the best with your master's program. Rose, it's a pleasure to do this. Both of us today we laughed. We had our comedy session today. We laughed, After that, they will say that women should not be in power. But look at men, they are fighting on live radio. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. 9 o'clock is the news, 9:05 is her lens, and 10 o'clock is Radio Doctor. And I do have a lovely day. This is Funmi Baba.